Peace and light, family. I hope that you are well. I am the Queen Poe, and my intention for this video is to share with you 3 keys that really helped me become more consistent. 3 keys to increase consistency. And y'all, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. If you know me, you know this is not even my usual style of recorded videos, I don't have my lights set up. I don't have nothing, okay? But I was woken up out my sleep. I was awakened. I was arisen out of my sleep with the urge to share this message because we had a Zoom meeting in the wellness community, and in the Zoom there's like a side chat, and during the Zoom the topic was like fear and vulnerability, and we was talking about our different fears, and someone had mentioned their fear of like achieving something, accomplishing something, and in the side chat someone had said, you know, it's easy to get started, but the hard part is staying consistent. The hard part is to keep going. And I used to feel like that. I used to think like that. And in the moment, I wanted to say, I know 3 things you could do that'll really increase your consistency. I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to stop the flow of conversation. So I said, I'm going to hold it. And that was a few days ago. And I literally was sleeping and I woke up out my sleep and I was like, I have to share this. I have to record this. So I am recording it. And this is the video. These are the 3 keys that really helped me increase consistency. And I want to say, before I even get to the first key, I have to tell you that you can apply these 3 keys to anything in your life, any area of your life that you are desiring to be consistent in. So career, relationships, showing up for yourself, self-care, showing up for your children, friends, family, wherever. Anywhere that you are desiring to increase consistency, you can use these 3 keys. Also, shape shift them to fit and cater to your life in the way that's best for you. Okay, so use the language, the wording that works best for you, but apply them how you see fit. Now let's just get right into it. The first key to consistency is minding your self-talk. I need you to shift from a self-talk that sounds like, if I don't do, I am, to when I do, I am. Oftentimes when we are in that moment, I'm talking about deep in that moment where you have to decide, am I going to do it again? Am I going to get up and work out? Am I going to choose the salad over the chicken? Am I going to write the book? Am I going to open that laptop and type? Am I going to send the email? Whatever it is, when you have to decide whether or not you are going to do it again, oftentimes we have like a, if I don't do, I am. We don't even realize it sometimes that we dwell in the energy of if I don't do, and we start like guilt tripping ourselves. Oh, I'm lazy. If I don't do it, then you know, I'm being a bum, or I'm not valuing the opportunity, or all this negative self-talk. Get out of that mindset. Get out of that negative, if I don't do, I am. In that moment that you're making the decision, I need you to shift to when I do, I am. What I want you to consider is the very moment that it's done. When I do it, I am. The last time you got up and you did it, the last time you achieved it, the last time you made the choice to actually finish, how did you feel? Really channel that energy and remember that. When I do, I am. In that moment that you have to decide, are you going to get up and do it again? When I do, I am. When I do the thing, this is how I feel. I feel good. I feel peaceful. I feel strong. I feel well. Whatever the result of doing it is, how do you feel when you actually achieve it and accomplish it? Shift that self-talk, okay? Now, the second key to help increase consistency is, and this one may sound like a little like, what? But y'all, I'm telling you, it works. Loosen up the schedule. Loosen up the schedule. Oftentimes when we start doing something, we want to have like this strict, tight schedule because we've been told that that's what's best. We've been told you have to decide, and not just told, but really programmed to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And we have like times that we're going to do the thing and all that. We have been conditioned to follow these strict schedules. Loosen up the schedules. As opposed to being dedicated to a date and time, focus on an amount. 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 2 days a week. I'm going to write. If you say your intention is to write a book, your goal is to create content, whatever your thing is, 3 days a week. Whatever those 3 days are, it doesn't matter. 3 days a week. 4 days a week. Just do an amount. And the reason that this is important is because sometimes, y'all, you have to follow the energy. You have to, I say follow the vibe. You have to follow the vibe and do what's aligned with your vibe in that moment. Let's say you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to write every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are going to be my writing days. Let's say you get to Monday and it's just not in your vibe. You know, and a lot of times folks talk about consistency and they're like, you got to fight through that. You got to fight through when you don't want to, you just got to fight through and do it. No, sometimes you just need to follow your vibe. Monday might not be your vibe. Hell, that Tuesday may not be your vibe. But if you dedicate to 3 days a week as opposed to dedicating 2 days, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday might be your vibe. And that's your 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday may not be your vibe. But that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or hell, that Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, that might be your vibe. And those are your 3 days a week. So loosen up on the schedule. Don't be so dedicated to days and times and the hours and the minutes. Really focus on the amount. How many times a week are you going to work out? 4 days a week? 3 days a week? 5 days a week? Don't be dedicated to, oh, I have to do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take a break Thursday, do a Friday, take a break Saturday, do a Sunday. Don't be so focused on that. When do you feel the energy? When do you feel the vibe? You said 4 days a week. Allow those 4 days to just flow with your body, flow with your vibe. Align with your body, align with your vibe, and do it when you are in the vibe. But make sure you achieve the amount, okay? Don't be so dedicated to the days and the times. Really focus on the amount. So loosen up that schedule, okay? And my third key, and this one may seem a little childish, but trust me, it works because deep inside you do still have an inner child that needs to be pleased and fed and treated well. The third key to consistency: create a reward system, and not just an internal reward system. You also need an extrinsic, an external, tangible reward system. So you need to create an intrinsic and extrinsic reward system. Okay. Now let me explain how that goes a little bit. So when you do the thing, when you achieve the thing, how will you feel? How will you praise yourself internally? Okay, so that's intrinsic. The feelings on the inside, feeling good, feeling proud, and all of that, you know, all of that is intrinsic, okay? And you can give yourself internal praise. Good job. I'm so proud of you. That's great. But what is going to be your extrinsic reward? What is going to be your tangible reward that you give yourself for achieving the thing, for getting up and writing the book, or getting up and working out, or choosing the salad over the chicken, or, you know, sending the email, showing up to the game, whatever your thing is? What is going to be your extrinsic, tangible reward that you give yourself? Is it going to be some leisure time? Is it going to be the opportunity to watch your favorite show? Is it going to be a chance to do something that you enjoy, have a little self-care? Like, what is going to be your thing? What's going to be your tangible extrinsic reward? And let this be something that you really enjoy. Actually, it has to be something that you really enjoy and that you really look forward to, you know, because again, it's a reward. And I know it may feel like childish or petty. And for some folks, you know, because I've actually done this work with people, it's often hard for them to even figure out what is their tangible. And for me, that's just a sign of how strict we are on ourselves sometimes, especially as adults. We're very hard on ourselves, very strict on ourselves, you know. And again, we see these things as childish, as like petty, but they're not. A reward could be something like of having a favorite TV show. So something that really helped me, especially in like the fitness area, associating a show with working out. So when I get on a Peloton, when I work out and I'm on a treadmill, something that works for me is I have a show, and I cannot watch that show unless I'm on that treadmill. So an extrinsic reward for me, a tangible reward for me, is being able to watch my favorite show. I'm on the treadmill, I'm in the midst of working out, and I'm rewarding myself as I work out by watching my favorite show. And I'm into it, I'm in tune, I'm excited, you know, and sometimes I even zone out, you know, because I'm just so excited that I'm watching my favorite show. So what is going to be your thing? What is your tangible? Put that in the comments. What would be a great tangible reward for you? What is something that you really enjoy doing? How will you reward yourself when you actually achieve the goal? The reward cannot work against the goal. That's a key to the whole extrinsic reward system. So choose a reward that does not work against your goal. Your reward for working out can't be a box of pizza. Okay, come on, let's be reasonable, because I know how some of y'all thinking. Let's be reasonable. The reward for working out can't be a box of pizza, okay? The reward for writing the book, it can't be 10 days of laziness and not worrying about the book, okay? You gotta actually do it. The reward for creating the content can't be that you just binging, not doing nothing, not creating, you taking a long break from content. Or it can't be that. The reward has to align with, the goal, okay? And so do not associate, your reward, or associate you actually doing what you want to do, to taking a break from what it is that you're trying to achieve, or not having anything to do with what you're trying to achieve. You don't want to associate those two. Just make sure that your reward is something that you really like, you really enjoy, but it's not something that works against what you are desiring to achieve, okay? But please have an intrinsic and internal reward and an extrinsic tangible reward. And trust me, it works. It works. But again, it has to be something that you really, really want, that you really, really like. Okay. We call that high value. It has to be a high value reward. Trust me, it works. Okay, family. So I'm going back to bed now, huh? Cause I'm tired. Okay. I done got it out. Okay. So I'm going back to bed, but I really hope that these 3 keys to consistency really help you in some way, some form. Again, you can apply them to anything you want to do, because it's really about like internal work. It's really about shifting your mindset. It's really about shifting how you treat yourself in association with what it is that you want to accomplish. It's about self-talk. It's about not pressuring yourself to do things on a set schedule and set time. It's about being free with the schedule and just focusing on the amount, okay? And last but not least, rewarding yourself, treating yourself well, being proud of yourself when you achieve something, that intrinsic, and also rewarding yourself with something tangible, that extrinsic, okay? So I really, really hope that you implement this. And even if you don't do all 3, just do 1 or 2 that you want to just try out and give it a chance. But most of all, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. Do the thing. Achieve the thing. Be consistent. Trust me, consistency is really like to breaking through life. It really is. It's the tool that is needed to have major breakthroughs in life. Anything that you want to achieve in your life, you have to be consistent at it. You have to be intentional and consistent, and just do it and do it and do it. And eventually it will pay off in a major way, a big way. Trust yourself. Be consistent. You got this, family. Much love.